Coming up on Fashion News Football Challenge, Jamie makes some famous new friends.
Right, they get their cops out as well, should they?
The match donkeys face a boot camp bruising.
100% and then you're fine, that's it, you're out of here. Come on, let's go! Come on then, keep moving! Come on!
And will it be third time lucky for Fash FC?
Come on, Fash FC! Fash FC!
Bravo has been on a hunt all summer long to find 20 players for a Sunday League squad managed by football legend John Fashanu. After a series of gruelling tryouts, the final 20 met the gaffer and started training. Last week, Fash FC played their first league match and crashed to a humiliating 4-0 defeat.
We all know it was a fucking disaster.
As the lads start their second training session, they know they've got a long way to go if they plan on winning the league. It's Wednesday evening and Fashion mates turn up for their weekly training session. This is the first time the squad have got together since their 4-0 defeat on Sunday, and the gaffer is not in a good mood.
Hey Jamal, go and get the ball, son. You just kicked it over there. Who do you expect to get the ball? You're the youngest here, huh? Go and pick up the balls and bring them back in here. He's an apprentice. He's just learning the trade.
After the usual punishment for the latecomers,
2, 3, 4,
Fash lets them have it with both barrels.
From Sunday's match, I haven't been able to show my face around London, huh? From speaking to Brian Robson, from Vinnie Jones to Dennis Wise, everybody is watching you lads. That puts major pressure on me because all of my mates I spent 20 years in the game with are all watching the show. I'm speaking to football clubs on a Friday and they're all in their hotels and they're all watching what's going on. We gave it all a hype in the changing room. Yeah, come on, let's get home. Yeah, you fancy some, I fancy some. When we get out there, we don't do it. Am I disappointed? Yeah, of course I'm sick. I think all of you lads are sick. And if you ain't, there's something wrong here. Every single Sunday is a cup final for us. Not enough, not enough. Do it again, go again, go again.
Fash will be announcing the team for Sunday's game at the end of the training session.
I want one of you lining up to see what's going down. Telling them, yeah, and the last minute, then you make your move.
So as he puts them through their paces, the lads have time to reflect on the events of the last weekend.
Sunday was dreadful. Really bad performance by the guys. It was diabolical. No one worked together. No one was listening. Back line was dreadful. And as a punishment, we're going to boot camp on Saturday. That's going to be an absolute nightmare. Really not looking forward to it. Especially some big 19-stone beefhead trying to rule me about. Really not up for that.
Someone who deserves the punishment more than most is left-back Aaron Sandu. It was his woeful defending that led to Fash FC conceding their third goal in last week's game.
Last Sunday was a bit horrible actually. I made the worst clearance that you will ever see. I did all the hard work, got in front of the defender, and then I just sort of passed it to him.
Shoulder, it's Aaron Sandu, but he's given the ball away to St Andrews number 10. There's a man open if they can find him. Shot on the turn, oh what a goal!
No, embarrassed isn't the word about the performance. I think more humiliated. All in all, we got boot camp this weekend. I think we deserve it.
Fash picks the team for Sunday's game, and it's good news for Jason and Warren, who were dropped last week over a discrepancy in league rules.
You're clear to play on Sunday. Judging on a performance on Sunday, we need you.
Very good news.
Yeah, well, delighted about that.
Ecstatic. Weren't even sure if we're going to be playing at all, let alone next week.
I know, I'm so made up.
Yeah.
But there is one player Fash feels he doesn't need.
Well, after last Sunday, he named 6 players that were donkeys of the week. Now, every single one of them donkeys are starting on Sunday. And I've got to ask myself, how comes they're starting and me not being a donkey, I'm not starting? I don't know why. An explanation would be nice.
He's played one game, Tony, and all of a sudden he's now telling me why is he not in the squad? Because I'm the gaffer and I picked the squad, that's why. And we lost 4-0. That's the reason why. It's a good enough reason. If we'd won and he'd got a hat-trick, then maybe he'd have a valid reason for not being in the team. This is real. Pressure is on us now.
With training coming to an end, Jamie Spaniel heads off early to get changed. Having been made man of the match, he's been treated to a night out with Fash at a celebrity event.
Tonight I'll be going to the Loaded Ceremony Awards in Leicester Square. which I'm looking forward to. Me and the gaffer began. There'd be a lot of celebrities there, which would be a bit weird for me. Normally seeing them in the paper and on TV, and actually being there, meeting them in the flesh.
Loaded magazine, award night. Hopefully we'll pick up 1 or 2 awards, but more importantly, to introduce my player of the match, Jamie, to the rest of the showbiz world.
Fash leads Jamie through the paparazzi.
John, I brought my skipper for the day, Jamie, from Fash FC, from Bravo as well, to come down and see what it's like.
Have a good night, though.
Thank you very much.
We'll let you go. Enjoy. Thanks.
Thanks.
Finally inside, Fash is given a coveted loaded award for the funniest moment in a reality show.
Another pointless trinket for the mantelpiece.
It's not long before Jamie is introduced to some fans of the team.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. So you've been seeing the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming on now.
I've been watching the show. I watched the selection process and stuff going well. First game didn't go too well, I heard. But you're working on that. You're working on that.
Anytime you want to come down to the matches, you know what I mean?
I might bring me boots. I might get a game, man.
You got to.
Oh, this is Fash FC.
Yes.
Sorry, it's the wrong hand, but very nice to meet you. So when's the first game?
We had it last week.
You had it,
and
obviously.
we lost 4-0. But
you can only go up from here.
It's a start.
It's a start.
Yes.
Next time it could be 14.
Jamie's night is made after he meets his dream date, Jordan.
Show us the money. Show us the money. Right, they get their cocks out as well, shall they? Yeah,
Jamie's met the Hamiltons, he met the Jordans, you know, Anton Deck, he met them all. And he handled himself well. He looked like a star, you know, refined, did very well. And I left him in there because I know I can trust him.
While Fash heads home early, Jamie intends to make a night of it. Unimpressed with the entertainment, he makes for the stage. After some drinks and a good boogie, Jamie decides to call it a night.
The party's closing up now, so I'm going to stagger back home, see my missus, have a nice cuddle, nice cup of tea, couple of bourbons, and wake up tomorrow for work. See you later, boys.
Still to come on Fashion News Football Challenge, Steve soldiers on.
He was a casualty. He would be a long, long way from getting out now, wouldn't he? We both died.
And the lads live it up at Ascot.
Never winners.
Going to win loads of money.
Let's have it.
Coming up on Fashion News Football Challenge, Buzz and Chris start to slim down.
No, this is what's right. No. Some green tea, very good for you.
And the match donkeys hit the boot camp.
Down. All the way down. Come on, sort yourself out.
Tony Charles, the pretty boy from Essex, is a football and fitness fanatic. Even though he's only 23, he already runs his own successful business, a kids' football coaching foundation.
I love my job. I love working with children. Even though I am young, it keeps me young. You could have the worst ever day. You could be in such a foul mood. But as soon as you start working with children, the first thing that comes out of their mouth, it just makes you laugh. Sometimes I do work with children that are less advantaged. They might come from a less affluent background, or they might come from a troubled background in a troubled environment. That's not a problem. In fact, I prefer working with those sort of kids because they appreciate what you give them a lot more.
Tony's already had a taste of the celebrity lifestyle.
As you can see, I've got my Fash FC shirt here. Very proud of this shirt. I worked very hard to get this. But if you have a look over here, it's not the only shirt that I've got in orange. I've got the number 24, which the infamous number 24. It's actually the Dream Team shirt when I was a member of Sky One's Dream Team. I was a first team footballer on there. And this is one of the shirts that we played in.
Today, Tony's off to a local school where he runs a weekly coaching session. But he's keen to distance himself from the Essex stereotype.
Essex boys, they sometimes give people like me a bad name. We're not all shaven head, beer drinking lagerlouts. We're not all West Ham fans and going out and swearing at players. We're not all like that.
But he's not so quick to defend the opposite sex.
There are myths about Essex women, and I've got to be honest with you, especially the Essex women I've met, they're all true.
Tony arrives at the school to put his class through their paces and proves he's no pushover.
Okay, year 5, like we do every week, let's walk out sensibly as a team. Let's go. These kids are great, they've got great character, they're very enthusiastic, and they want to become better footballers. And they appreciate everything you give them. And that's why I like coming to this school. It's my favourite school. And they're great kids. Take your time. So whilst we're dribbling about, keep that ball in your body space away from other players. Away we go. Keep that ball close to your feet. Slower the better. Slower the better.
Tony has aspirations of coaching at a higher level.
I'd like to work more with senior players and really coach, really get in there and just make better players. That's what everyone's in it for, really, to make better players.
But he never wants to leave the grassroots behind.
I'm never going to stop doing this. It keeps me sane. This working with children is my passion. It's what makes me tick. I love working with kids. And doing football, of course, doesn't get better than that. Be aware of other players around you. And if you see somebody coming towards you, let's change direction.
Tony's yet to be convinced of Fash's coaching abilities. But despite their poor start to the season, he thinks he has the potential to be a good gaffer.
I think the coaching side of it, I think he would admit, could be left to somebody more experienced. The coaching jobs always go to people more experienced. But the managerial jobs, I think he would definitely be good as a manager. And he instills belief in the squad. I certainly believe in myself, and I believe in him.
At training a week ago, both Buzz and Chris seemed to be struggling.
Be careful, don't go overdo it, that's it, well done.
They were then weighed by the doctor and deemed to be overweight.
I think for your height, that's a bit much. You could probably do with losing a few pounds.
But it's not that bad though.
In an effort to get them fit, Fash, in true Premiership style, has employed a top London nutritionist to sort out their eating habits. For the last few days, they've been recording what they eat.
Hi, Andrew Burton. Hi, I'm Nina Takra.
Hiya, alright.
Nice to meet you. Come through.
Buzz goes first, and the doctor doesn't mince her words.
To be honest, it's not really good enough. The diet is very poor. You are overweight and you do need to lose weight, and so we need to adjust your diet. Avoid all junk foods, high sugar foods as well. Ideally, you should try and eat fruit instead of the chocolate. Also, the alcohol. You've got 20 bottles of beer, which is very high. I mean, it's, you know, it's not the right thing, because you actually, when you're doing a sport such as football, you need to be at your optimum. You should really, ideally, avoid alcohol altogether.
After telling him what he can't eat, she gives him a list of things he can.
Porridge in the morning, whole grain cereals, but no sugar added to it. Sweet potato, brown rice. Do you have any of those at the moment?
No.
Come in.
Chris is next, and the news is equally depressing.
Nice to meet you. I'm Christopher Campbell, yeah.
Take a seat.
Alright.
Now, you don't eat a lot. You tend to have a big meal in the evening, but you're not having much through the day. Is there any reason for that?
Because I've always been a night eater.
Right. Basically, you're living on chocolates and crisps in the day, which is not really good, is it?
It's not that good.
You know, the way you're sort of going with your diet, it's just not gonna, you know, you're not gonna last the football.
Not trusting them to take her advice, the doctor takes them to a local organic health food shop to make sure they buy the right foods.
Rich, creamy and nutty.
And not it.
Yeah,
I don't
might be a bit too much sugar in here, so
We won't put any
I
extra
probably
sugar on.
wouldn't recommend it. I think we go with some porridge.
Here.
Buckwheat porridge oats, here we are.
Oh, winner.
So, is that alright?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Been giving me the eye all night
So
now.
you can, we've got some organic chicken, you can have this, yeah? You can have it in your stir fry.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
As the boys head round the shop, they soon realise there's no compromise.
No, this is what's right. See if there's not too much sugar in there. No. So this will probably be better. Some green tea, very good for you in the morning for your breakfast.
But they are allowed one treat.
You guys to have 1 bottle of beer each.
A beer each?
That's right, once a week, that's your treat, yeah?
Well, you know what they call it?
So,
They call it the ganja. Is Is this one alright though?
Okay, boys.
Thanks a
So
lot,
I
Doc.
hope you enjoy your meal.
Yeah.
And remember what I said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 weeks.
4
That's
weeks
our
and
plan.
I'll keep to my diet.
Fash will be keeping a keen eye on the lads' weight over the coming days. And next week, they're off to see a personal trainer. 6 AM Saturday morning, and the match donkeys from Fash FC's disastrous 4-0 defeat in their first league match are gathering in central London. Fash has organised as their punishment a day with the Royal Marines. Crazy gang style, the boys will attend boot camp and be pushed to their physical and mental limits.
I think there are others who needed to be here a bit more than I did. So I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm not so sure that I was one of the sort of primary donkeys. I was a secondary donkey, a bit of an ass.
As the lads head off on their 4-hour journey to Devon, thoughts turn to what went wrong in their first match.
If there was one thing that was missing on Sunday, what was it? Just one thing?
A goal.
On arrival, the lads are in a surprisingly jovial mood.
Let's have it! You ready? Let's... Single fall!
Quick! It's Wizard of Oz and there's a munchkin.
Why stop? Sit down, everyone sit down.
Sit down, man. Come on, then, move!
But the smiles don't last long.
My name's Captain Andy Down. I'll be in charge of you during your brief time here. Stop laughing, otherwise I'll wipe the smile off your face. Okay. Right, let's go. Come on, let's go.
The lads soon learn that discipline is the key word of the day.
You display the standards that we require, okay? You don't do your own thing, you do not scratch, you do not fidget. If you scratch on the fidget, and any of my staff get hold of you, you do exactly what they say straight away. Do we understand? Do we understand?
Yes, boss.
The mark time! Okay, notice now. Elbows into the side, 90-degree angle. Sprint! Notice there's hands straight up, and shoes to the side, and perfectly straight body at all times. Constructor only. Into tension. Still. You got a problem there, have you?
Shut up and face your front.
Right. Quick, we can get back to doing what we want to do.
Look that. Look your head looking forward.
All right, mate.
Don't fucking call me mate either. Keep your feet together.
All right, boss.
The first task is commando-style circuit training.
Start pumping them out. Let's go. Chest all the way down. All the way down. Come on, sort yourself out.
Everything! Every bit of aggression! Everything you've got in you! Work! Do not rest! Do not rest! Come on! Faster! Harder! Faster! Harder! Hit it! Hit the mark!
100% and then you're fine. That's it. You're out of here.
A grueling half-hour of circuit training takes its toll.
Probably him out. Push him out. Every time you're stopping, it means you go on longer.
And Tom's really struggling.
More work. Yeah, you not got it? Right, get out of my gym. Get out of my gym.
Doing their job's fair enough, but I did everything. I consider myself quite a fit guy. But it's ridiculous. I feel sick. I'm gonna throw up.
Still to come on Fashion News Football Challenge. There's more punishment for the boys at boot camp.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a donkey again. Probably going to bite me in the arse later in the series, but I won't be donkey again.
While the rest live the high life at Ascot.
Go on in! Yeah! Come on!
Coming up on Fashion News Football Challenge, Aaron and Ricky find the going tough, and Fash FC go for a flutter.
Majestic missile, won at 3-1, 120 smackers.
While the match donkeys suffer at boot camp, the rest of the lads head off for their team social, the footballer's dream. A day at Ascot. One of the players going horse racing is Jamie, a seasoned punter.
I used to do quite a bit of gambling, like bookies, not as much, not going to the actual races, but in the bookies, doing football, casinos, the whole shebang basically. I haven't gambled for 3 months. It feels good, it feels better, because the money you lose, you win some, you lose some, but you always lose more than you win. So I thought I'd stop while I was in control. I'm not going to relapse at all. I'm just going to enjoy the day out with the boys. It should be a great day, nice weather, chat to a few ladies and just have a good day out.
Going to win loads of money.
Let's have it!
Members enclosure.
See that? Members enclosure. Member.
The teammates arrive and are immediately recognised.
Put your squad numbers on there, boys.
At least I can say them.
We signed off our first autographs. I think Jamie's a pro. He's been signing autographs at the award ceremony the other night, but he says he's done at least, what, four now?
Hundreds, yeah.
Hundreds.
Jamie runs true to form by teaching the others how to bet.
See leg one mean basically race 1, race 2. So you pick the horse number, you put a little dash.
I don't really know.
While Brenton's outside trying to blend into the crowd.
We're not allowed to drink today, so I'm going to have a nice cigar to relax myself. Preparation for tomorrow's game. I'm going to take it nice and easy tonight.
Right, we've got a bet on £5 each way Baltic King. It says here most impressive winner of a handicap here at Ascot. So we'll soon see.
Come on! I can't even see him. Let him ride the horse, you piece of shit.
Out of 21, I think he came up 18.
Hey Jace, I could have hopped faster than that.
Back at boot camp, the lads have just survived the gym and now change into army fatigues. They know the day's not going to get any easier.
Right, get up, get out. Hurry up, out.
Apparently what we're doing now is going to be worse than what we were doing before. And I can't imagine anything worse than that.
We're going to do a 100 metres fireman's carry. You're taking your oppo 100 metres. If we see you dropping anyone, you'll be doing it again. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Okay, choose the rear rank.
For 5'0" Steve, this isn't easy.
Lift! Drive him up! Okay, now take a couple of seconds to get him into that correct position.
Give me that hand, give me that hand. That hand now is used to move you. That, right? There. Yes, just got yourself with that hand, yes?
Let's go, son!
You haven't moved yet. If he was a casualty, he would be a long, long way from getting help now, wouldn't he?
We both
Because you're not helping him!
You would, that's right!
Stand down, stand up now. Hands on your chest.
Okay.
Get up! Get up! He's your partner, get him up. Press up position. On bend, get off your knees. Get off your knees, you've been warned. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Stand up. What do you want to move, your legs or your arms?
Legs.
Right.
Their next task is to pull themselves across a rope 20 foot above a tank of freezing water.
Confidence in your own convictions, that is.
Yeah, exactly. Dangle. Now all you do is pull yourself across.
Halfway across, the aim is to dangle from the rope and pull yourself back up. This is known as a regain, but it's one step too far for Aaron and Ricky.
Look up the rope, look up the rope. Get on the rope.
Come to the end then.
Where you go?
Hey, come to the end.
Get on the rope, gents. Right, come down one step. Come down one step. Come on. Sit, work,
What you get then?
Go straight round.
Come on then.
This way.
It looked so easy when he was doing it. So, like I listened to the instructions and everything, just that batteries weren't included in Aaron. He just didn't get it done. Oh, it's a nice swim though.
Back at the racing, the players go into the members' enclosure to try and catch a glimpse of race winner Frankie Dettori.
Thank you. Thank you. Yay!
But Paul decides to get an even closer look.
How did we get down there?
Frankie, can you give us a Fash FC?
A bit naughty really. I think we were not supposed to be down there, but I saw the chain was only about a foot high, so it wasn't too much of a hurdle. And saw Frankie, and I was determined that we could get him to know about Fash FC. So I asked him if he knew about us, and then the boys started shouting, and there we are, got his autograph.
But not everyone's having such a good day.
This whole horse racing thing is just not really my sort of thing, to tell you the truth. You know, I prefer things more active than just putting money down and hoping some horse gets you some money. It's just not my style, to tell you the truth.
Hey, Sammy boy, look at that.
Unlike Jamal, Paul is having a great time, especially since he's backed a winner.
120 quid. 120 quid. This is the winning betting slip for the last race. Majestic Missile, won at 3-1. £30 win, 120 smackers.
Paul seems to be on a winning streak when he picks a second winner.
Cheers. Woohoo! Very nice. 140 smackers again. So it's at 260 in winnings. A couple of little bets that didn't come off, but still nice and well up for the day.
And reformed gambler Jamie has also got lucky.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much.
Take it easy.
Thank you.
Winner.
Lucky winners Paul and Jamie join forces to decide on the next horse they'll back.
Jamie and I have just been looking at the form. We reckon Sheet's got a bloody good chance. Kieran Fallon on board. 5-2. If it comes off, 40 quid will be worth 160 quid. So, fingers crossed.
Go on! Go on! Go on, son! Go on! Go on, son! Go on, mate! Go on, son! Go on, mate! Go on! Go on in! Go on in! Yeah! Come on!
But not everyone's wins are quite so impressive.
I bet big today. I put a whole £5 on a horse to win each way and managed to win £12.50. So I'm obviously delighted. Managed to afford one glass of champagne. So it's a cheers.
Okay, welcome to the game.
Sean decides to try his luck with the ladies.
With the horses? Met the TV presenter of that, Channel 4 horse racing, and I think she's really fabulous. Fash FC, John Fashion Challenge.
Yes, I know,
Please watch us Fridays and Sundays.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Come down Henley Football Club if you can.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Back by the track, the lad's winning streak is running out.
Ten again, I heard 10 again.
Come on! Come on!
Try 10 again. Come on!
All one. Number 4 and number 8. You would have been killed.
10 again, 4.
You would have been. What we're going to do now?
We're gutted. We got a hot tip, put a shed load of money on it, and it was nowhere.
Paul and Jamie were the big winners of the day. But after escaping boot camp, all the guys are feeling lucky.
Come on, keep it going.
Back at boot camp, the boys are nearing exhaustion and are up to their necks in it.
Shut up! If you thought that was hard in the gym, this can get infinitely harder. Do you all understand? Yes, sir. Do you all understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Start applying yourself and you will get through this together. Work individually and you will all break. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once again, follow me. Okay, Simon says, stay in a line, you do exactly what I do. Come on, let's go! Come on then, keep moving! Come on, there you
Despite being covered in mud from head to toe, TV presenter Aaron has managed to keep his hair immaculate. Finally, the donkeys receive some good news.
Come on.
I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that is our time with you over. Woo! We only had you for about 2 hours. We have seen you grow in here, okay, and together as a team. You know why you're here, right? This today was your opportunity to show your manager or whoever that you are made of some stuff. We harp on about 110% all the time. From now on, I hope you'll take from this and apply that to everything you do with the club that you're with at the moment. Because if not, you might wake up in your wildest nightmare and find yourselves back here with us. But good effort, gents. You came from nothing to having a bit about yourselves. A bit of courage, a bit of determination. That is all we ask here at Lympstone. Good effort, lads. If you'd like to follow us, we'll go and get you cleaned up as much as possible.
The lads get a freezing cold shower and they've learnt one thing for sure.
Gaff, you listening to this, I'm not going to be match donkey again. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a donkey again. Probably going to bite me in the arse later in the series, but
I won't be donkey again.
I sincerely hope I'll never be match donkey again. I really, really hope. If I'm chucking in sick, don't know. Dog's dead, cat's died, got to bury the fish. There's no way I'm turning up for boot camp ever again.
Sunday morning is a time for peace and relaxation, but not for everyone. If you want to liven up your Sundays, then get yourself out of bed and come down and watch Fash and the boys in action. Getting to the match is easy. The stadium is situated in Barnet, North London. By overland, travel to Cricklewood on Thameslink. Come on! By tube, take the Northern Line to Brent Cross. And if you're coming by car, the nearest main roads are the A41 and the A406 North Circular. The choice of travel is up to you. Parking and entrance is free. Kick-off's at 11.
Taken on this left-hand side by Warren Wall. Great ball in. Oh, and it's straight in.
See you there. Still to come on Fash News Football Challenge. 2 losses in 2 weeks. Can Fash FC turn their losing streak around?
We need points. We need results.